Justine, not yet. We're not through yet. There's still something we haven't examined. Oh? You're still not giving up, struggling in vain. It's not cute at all, you know. He's not trying to be cute. He's trying to take you down, Blaze. Seems Sebastian hasn't given up yet either. I was just thinking the exact same thing. Oh, what are we talking about? The last item remaining. Is it trash or is it evidence? If we don't examine it, we'll never find out. The item I'm thinking of is... well, we don't have the knife. There's the bell and the newspaper. The bell's the obvious thing, which is why I'm thinking it might be the newspaper. I'm gonna go with the bell, though. The bell itself is the final piece of evidence. I guess it's the newspaper, then. What are you talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought we didn't find anything on the bell. That's right. Struggling in vain's not good, you know. Can't you see there's nothing at all? Alright. Might be some remaining there. Other option. Okay, I guess it's the newspaper. I just don't see why. So I guess the game's gonna have to explain it. Oh, maybe it'll have Blaze's fingerprints or something, but... I suppose. We're still not done examining the newspaper that the bell was wrapped in. Seems Sebastian has the same idea as I do. Wow, this is just wonderful, you know. So wonderful, it's to cry for. To cry for. Is it desperation or simply reckless abandon? Are you really going to pin all your hopes in a worthless scrap of newspaper? How worthless is it, though? We won't know for sure whether or not it's worthless until we examine it, will we? Sebastian, let's examine it post-haste. Alright. Ooh, what is this all about? The death! It's got his glove print! Is this a handprint? There's something greasy on here too. Is it oil? Judge Courtney would like to ask a fingerprint analysis on this glove. On this paper, I mean. It's probably a glove though, right? But it's his glove. Could you please summon someone from forensics? Your request is accepted. Contact the lab at once. Point. These are definitely fingerprints, sir. Yeah. However, it's from a glove. But I think we know the glove. What? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing but a worthless scrap of paper. Just think about it, you know. When handling important evidence. What kind of idiot wouldn't use gloves? Oh god, this is just like in case 4. Where you're basically saying, yeah, of course I'm the criminal. But I'm not a stupid criminal. So it's like, come on. Stop it. Oh wait. Wouldn't that be you? The idiot who doesn't know when to give up? That's just plain mean. That's pretty harsh, talking to your son like that. What's wrong with calling an idiot an idiot? You know, up until now I've thought that, but now it's just like, now that we know he's such a jerk, and it's not like a loving kind of calling him an idiot, now it seems a lot more evil. If you want to be the best, you have to be heartless. That's just wrong. You are not deserving of the name the best. Or the bestie. I have no compassion for worthless individuals, not even my own son. Pops! You know, you've always called yourself a genius prosecutor, haven't you? It's obviously been wrong, but that's because you led him astray. You were the one who cheated all his scores for him. Didn't I explain to you this morning why you were a genius up until now? That's right. It was all because of me. Because of my authority. You are always being protected by people like Courtney and me. Ah! Now get that stinking face of yours out of my sight. Stinking! Ah, he's gonna clue into it now. You know, now that I think about it, that stench might just suit you perfectly. Just keep it away from my nose, or my eyes will start watering. You know, like they always do. Oh, he's got it. Sebastian's got it. Wrong. You're wrong, Pops. Sebastian? Oh, I thought that was Ray talking. Sebastian, what are you talking about? You're the one who stinks, Pops! It's you, not me! What? That's right, tell it to him. Stick it to the old man. You haven't noticed, have you? You smell, Pops. So much that you can't even hide it. He probably doesn't even realize it because of the lighter thing. You can get used to your own smell after a while. Mr. Edgeworth, try smelling the handprint on the newspaper. The smell? It smells like oil. I know something that smells just like it. Come to think of it, back then. Smells like more oil. Maintaining that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby. That's right, the smell proves it. It proves that the culprit who hid the evidence was... It's no good. I guess I can't become the best after all. Oh? Why are you saying that now? I'm too soft. I could never be so heartless as to pin on your father, even though he's being so heartless toward you. Lots of interesting new expressions, though. I just can't bring down my father with my own hands. With my own hands! Prosecutor de Bessie. Then I'll do it for you. Summon your courage. Become a different prosecutor from your father. Wasn't that what you decided? Oh! We are prosecutors, and as prosecutors, we stand in the courtroom. In that case, isn't it our duty to shed light on the truth? Exactly. Exposing crimes and bringing criminals to justice, even if the criminal is your own father. That is your duty as a prosecutor. Didn't I promise you? If you have the courage to stand up, I'll show you the way. And if you cannot do it alone, then we shall do it together. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Aha! He's gonna do it! Cool! Allow me to present the evidence that connects this handprint with my father. Do 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 do. Boo 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 do do do. Ah, this is cool. I like this. I like this where they're going with Sebastian. I predicted something like this would happen, that he'd take down his own father, but I still like it nonetheless. I like that I predicted it right. The smell of motor oil, the kind used for maintaining motorcycles. Both myself and Mr. Edgeworth have smelled this exact same smell before. Blaze the bestie, it was in your garage. When you say these fingerprints have a rather peculiar shape, the 5 letters that spell out death, it's exactly the same as your own gloves. You can buy gloves like that from anywhere. Doesn't prove a thing. Well, together with the motor oil, though, it does make you look suspect. It's a bunch of coincidences lining up. Is that really the case? That's not the only thing that these two pieces of evidence have in common. The fingerprints on the newspaper that was used to wrap up the bow. And Blaze's mechanic gloves. This is the unmistakable similarity they both oh, shit. Oh, shit. I actually don't know. Is it the grease? I'm just gonna point on the grease. Is the unmistakable similarity of these two pieces of evidence shown? I guess that's wrong. Not quite sure where this unmistakable similarity is, you know. Even if you don't understand, I do. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand either! You know, normally I'd say that's normal, but, No! Wasn't it? Man, when even Sebastian gets it and Edgeworth doesn't, that's when you know it's the dirt because of the player. Okay, I'm looking at this again. What is the issue with this? Let me think. I'm not seeing it. I don't know what they're talking about. Should definitely have a similarity with the glove. As I thought that glove isn't evidence at all. Is that really the case? That's not the only similarity. This is the unmistakable similarity. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know where you want me to point. I really don't. Oh! The letter A! I just noticed that. This is... If you examine the imprint left by the letter A, you'll see it's unmistakably from this glove. What? Ah, take that, Blaze. And that's not all. There's one more item we must take note of, namely these dirt stains. That's what I pointed out originally. Screw you, man. My logic held. Why couldn't I do that first and then this? Let's actually do a comparative analysis of the dirt stains from the newspaper and the glove. If the contents match up, then it will prove to be decisive evidence. That's what I pointed to in the first place. That's more decisive than the letter. Bailiff, please have these dirt samples sent to forensics for analysis immediately. Gah! Edgeworth! Sebastian! You lowly prosecutors! Do you have any idea who I am? You're just another measly human on this planet we call Earth. It does not matter how big of a position you have, how important of a person you may be, you're still only human, and you can be prosecuted just like anybody else. You piece of shite. Pops, you can't run away anymore. It's been proven in court that you concealed the evidence, and that you tried to cover for the defendant. You're saying that I'm guilty? That's right, bitch! And I'll be sent to prison? Me? Blaze the Bestie? Yeah, if Manfred was still alive, I'd suggest you room right with him. I'm sure you two would have a swell time. Couple of snot-nosed punks are gonna make me disappear? There must be some mistake! Be a man and admit your crimes! Do you really think you can survive if I'm not around? Hi. I'll be fine now. I thought I wanted to become the best prosecutor so I could get your approval, Pops. But when I was kidnapped by your men and stuck in that dark room, I started thinking, I am truly powerless. I despaired and averted my eyes from the truth, but Edgeworth showed me the way. He was a boss. At that moment, Mr. Edgeworth stepped in and showed me the way. And now, I am no longer just a child chasing after his father's approval. I have become capable. I can find evidence all on my own now. What? My men kidnapped you? Why were you... Yeah, that's so different from my voice, his objection voice. That's just how it's turned into, though. Oh god, water. It's because of the whining. All of his whining made his voice that deep, because it just worked. But now I rolled with it, so it's just so different from his regular objection voice. Oh well, what are you gonna do? To be fair, my Ray voice is very different from his objection voice, so yeah, whatever. Pops, I'll show you the truth you never knew, through this trial. Sebastian! How dare you speak to me like that? You should have just stayed an idiot, son! You may have hated me to the very end, Pops! But I've always looked up to you. Thank you for everything up until now. And goodbye. You! Since when did you? All you've ever been able to do is depend on me! Sebastian! So I guess he had another fake wig lined up? I guess that's burned down too, though. It has been established that the evidence was concealed by Blaise de Bestie himself. That was really good. I'm really glad that was there. I felt Case 4 ended up a bit on an anticlimax. I said that. This feels like really good closure to that, so I'm glad that was here. I'm glad they did that in this case. Now we just gotta learn what the connection is between Blaise and Roland and how that relates back to the case 12 years ago and whatnot. Anyways, it's been established there's a connection. So I'm guessing this is going to be the end of the beginning. You know, how there's always a beginning, a middle, and end. It works out. Makes sense. A judgment regarding his concealment of evidence shall be delivered at a separate trial. The missing chivel and knife have still yet to be found. However, once a search of the waste disposable site is underway, it will surely be discovered. The knife will be found. Oh, what'll happen to me if it's found? Going to prison, bitch. And you can be a prison bitch. That's funny. No need to worry. You'll simply receive the punishment you deserve for your crime. Punishment for me? That's right, for you. And your dog collar, too. Which, I'm still not sure if it's a real dog or not, because it's very weird. That's been weirding me out since I first met you. It's still weirding me out. Anyways, Roland, you're an ancient enemy from McKay's long past. It's time to put you to rest. Blaise, what in the world are you doing? You were gonna help me! After all your boasting about being able to create your own truths and not guilty verdicts! That's why I contacted you immediately after the prison incident in the first place! And to make matters worse, you even kidnapped the wrong kid! I just can't believe this! You're a sham and so is he. A couple of shams like you go together perfectly. If it weren't for the fact that one's a guy and one's a girl and you usually don't get put in the same prisons when that's like that, you'd probably make good roomies too. You really are! Completely useless! That was certainly a violent outburst. But you heard her, Prosecutor de Bestie. That's as good a confession as I've ever heard. Yeah, she got flustered and said a bunch of important stuff. Right? Indeed, that's correct. He doesn't seem very sure of himself, but that'll come in time. Maybe when Dual Destinies comes around, maybe he can be like the prosecutor in the final case or something. He'll be super competent. I hope they do that. Like, after a big time skip, Sebastian, I would like to see how he develops. Like, he comes into his own. I would like to see that. If not in Dual Destinies, at least in Ace 26. Because I know that's coming now. Very well, and with that, this court is adjourned. That's funny. Of all the characters, I think I would like to see him most again, of the AAI character. You know, it's funny, because going into this, I was like, I love the AAI characters, like Kay and Lang and all them. But, I'd be fine if I didn't see them again, in the later games. I would want to, even bad, but it'd be fine if I didn't. It's just Sebastian, it feels most correct with him if he would have appeared again, just to show his development, because he feels like, I would like to see what he's like, actually, after he becomes a competent prosecutor. A competent prosecutor. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see. I'd like to see that. Anyways, this court's adjourned. Can we see the guilty verdict read? Oh, no? Lang? What? Who are you? Even if you want to, arrest Courtney or whatever for the murder, that's a separate case. Why can't you just let her hand out her verdict? Because you think she's corrupt, I guess, but... Okay, the confrontation begins. I've been waiting for this. Judge Courtney, still too early for a happy ending. Haha. Lang Z says, the end of the trial is not always the end of the case. And who might you be? He's the man coming to haul you off and sentence you to a crime. Kind of your comeuppance for all your bitchitude earlier in the game. Well, it's coming a bit late for me to be super happy about it. Oh, there's that epic classes pull. I can't stay mad at you, Lang. named Shilong Lang. I'm just a humble, lone investigator. Do you have some objection with this trial? Same thing. Ha! Not a chance! The defendant there has a heart as black as a moonless night. Moonless, whatever. Moonless? Very moonful, I should say. Lang, don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago. Oh shit, man, they're all connected together. What is going on with this? You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally gonna prison, where you belong. That must have been why he was at the prison in case 2. It was something to do with Roland, I'm guessing. He was, investigating the case from 12 years ago again, because it's resurfacing for whatever reason. "12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence, don't you agree?" Agent Lang, what are you talking about? The SS5 incident. Oh boy, here we go, another one. From 12 years ago. It's a case I'll never forget. It's a case everybody in these fucking games seems to be entwined in. 12 years ago, SS5. Heh, well, a lot has changed. It all happened over 12 years ago. Back then, he and my father were close friends, and our clan protected the president's life. But then, he suddenly changed. It's as if he became an entirely different person. Maybe he did become a different person. He does have a lot of body doubles. Maybe somebody just straight up took his place. Nowadays, he doesn't even have a shred of faith in the police forces like Fa. Probably because something major happened 12 years ago, so he doesn't have a shred of force in them. Shred of force? Shred of faith, and that's why. Because of the big incident. And it was close to him, whatever it was. Anyways, I wonder what went on then. Might it have something to do with Lang's father and President Huang? Patricia Roland and you blazed a bestie. So he knows Blaze too, then. Back then, the two of you killed off the Lang clan. Oh! So he... okay, it's coming full circle then. He has a big problem with prosecutors, and it started with Blaze. Oh, that's cool. I like that we're seeing that now. So what, did they kill his father or something? Is that where we're going with this, or is it something deeper than that? Were you involved in the incident 12 years ago? That's right, I was. However, I'm not here to chase after ghosts of the past, since they're getting their just desserts now. Good. What you're here to chase after is Courtney, because you think she did it, and we're gonna have to help her, prove that she's not guilty. I'm here for you, Justine Courtney. Me? You and one other. John? Yeah. The punk who was being snotty to you earlier. I still would like to know why the person who kidnapped him just let him go all of a sudden. What's their goal? John! Miss Courtney, you're coming along too. As a suspect in the murder of the president of Zhengfa, Daijun Huang. Oh, actually, I had forgotten about that. Because we first started, we first started thinking that, John might be an accomplice before we found out about him being Courtney's son. Now that we know that, though, yeah, there's a real link there. It's possible. Agent Lang, what evidence do you... Settle down, Mr. Prosecutor. The investigation's only just begun. We're gonna inspect the crime scene with the suspects in attendance. Agent Lang, he has hands in some new pieces of evidence. Although his old motto was just, you get even one thing that makes him look guilty, throw him away, but maybe he's gotten a little better after that. If you have any objections, you can tag along as well. Oh, I will. I shall do just that. How are you feeling, John? To be continued? The end of the trial is not always the end of the case. There are still many mysteries yet unsolved surrounding the murder of the president. Namely, the true nature of the giant monster and Come and get me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that.
The true identity of the person on the other phone. Yep, to be continued. So yeah, that was a really cool part. You know, a cool conclusion to Case 4 that felt a bit lacking at the time. It also wrapped up some stuff from Case 2, and, you know, everything's wrapping up, but we're also starting things up. You know, now Courtney's being suspected. Now that she's a lot less bitchy, now she's being suspected. Of course. Gotta work that way. But, yeah, so see you guys next time. I guess we're getting to the middle section of this game now, because I know we've been on the beginning this whole time. I believe we're going to the middle now. If it's still the beginning, that'd be weird. This feels like a good cutting place. But, yeah. So see you guys next time on Starting Investigations of Edgeworth Prosecutor's Path Blind. And until then, still no show phrase. And I have to pee really badly. So this is a good place to end it. See you next time. Bye.